Mentioned guest is Jain. He's head of SC Ventures Middle East. Gautam, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us. Right, 20 seconds of context. SC Ventures, the S and the C stand for Standard and Chartered, venture capital arm of the bank that we all know. You've spent a lot of your career in London, 11 years in Singapore, but last year you moved to the Middle East. You've got an operation in DIFC and one in ADGM, and you've got money to invest in local tech companies. First of all, bigger picture. Why did you move here from Singapore?
Well, Richard, as we globalize our operations for SC Ventures, Middle East actually provided a huge opportunity for us. The nation is undergoing a fairly radical transformation supported by the sovereign, and we see a huge amount of opportunity to set ourselves up here and help and partner with various agencies, various ecosystem partners to promote financial inclusion, to enable innovation, and help the UAE on its innovation journey.
Well, and that's all very altruistic, but basically you're here to make money because Standard Chartered is a for-profit organisation and you have a fiduciary duty to your shareholders to maximise profit. So you must have seen the business opportunity here.
Of course, we see a business opportunity here, but our primary goal is to provide the right input that create the right businesses. Making money is the output of doing the right thing. We are here to do the right thing, and if we make money out of it, well, very good.
Let's talk about what you have invested in so far, because you've already had the checkbook out in the year or so that you've been here. Not household name companies yet, but I guess that's the nature of tech startups. Talk to me about one of the above, Myzoi, Aproy, or Zodia, and why you invested in them.
So Myzoi is one of our incubated businesses. It is owned by Standard Chartered, and we started this business from scratch. If you look at this region, and UAE in particular, this region has got a huge amount of blue-collar workers. And blue-collar workers struggle to be included in the traditional financial services. So our whole vision was, how do we bring these blue-collar workers into the mainstream financial services to promote their well-being and the well-being of the families who they leave behind in their home countries and come and work here? So Myzoi was an initiative launched by us to enable blue-collar workers to get their salaries in a digital wallet and then use that wallet to do various activities like sending money home, shopping, doing mobile top-ups, all from a single mobile phone app, rather than going and queuing up in exchange houses on their day off, right? With Myzoi now, with 150 corporates signed up, we are rolling it out to more corporates, to more blue-collar workers. We have almost 8,000 to 9,000 blue-collar workers on the platform, and we are seeing amazing traction. So in a way, we are helping promote financial inclusion for a population which has not been served very well traditionally.
And is there money to be made in that? Because the numbers are low, the volumes might be high, but the margins are traditionally wafer thin, aren't they? And the risks are quite high.
Well, the margins are wafer thin, so this is a volume game, right? And the more blue-collar workers we onboard on the platform, the more revenue we are going to make. So it has gone live about 6 months ago. So it is in the scale-up mode. And we believe that our vision is that every blue-collar worker in this country should have a Myzoi wallet on their phone.
Let's talk about cryptocurrencies. You've invested in Zodia. Explain what Zodia is here in the UAE in the crypto space and why you believe more broadly in digital assets, that they're a long-term thing, not just a flash in the pan.
Look, we have a firm belief that digital assets are here to stay. They are going to be a very, very relevant asset class of the future. And if we believe that they are going to be a relevant asset class of the future, the biggest risk is not doing anything about it. And that is why digital asset is one of our high conviction themes. What we want to do is to create digital asset infrastructure which is compliant, regulatory, and has the right governance. And this is how we launched our two digital asset businesses, Zodia Markets and Zodia Custody. Zodia Markets provide brokerage services for cryptocurrencies and digital assets in the future, while Zodia Custody provides custodian services. With Middle East almost becoming a hub for digital assets, not only attracting capital, but attracting a lot of talent. We believe setting up Zodia Markets and Zodia Custody in this region is the right move. We have also set up a fund in partnership with SBI of Japan. It's a $100 million fund. It is based out of the IFC, and it is taking strategic bets with on some of the digital assets infrastructure companies. So we believe in digital assets. We are investing big time in digital assets. And as I said earlier, we believe digital assets are here to stay.
Is it just going to be fintech? SC Ventures born out of a bank? I guess that's your area of expertise. You lean that way, but it's by no means the only tech sector.
Well, look, our expertise is financial services, right? And every time we ask ourselves a question, should we invest in some other sector? We always come to the conclusion, are we the right people to do that? Do we have the right expertise? Do we have the right mindset? And the answer almost always is probably not. So we focus on doing what we know the best, and that is financial services.
Let's talk about SMEs. You want to invest in SMEs, which is great in terms of a mission and a vision and helping the company. SMEs want finance. I get it. But there's a reason that SMEs are underserved. They tend to be high risk. That's why banks are conservative about lending to SMEs. So how do you approach that?
So look, SMEs and world trade is again one of our high conviction themes, and we believe that SMEs, as you rightly point out, are underserved by the traditional financial institutions. Now, the question is, what do you actually mean when you say we want to serve SMEs? Is it just financial lending? Is it just balance sheet lending? Or is it something more? What we believe that, credit for SMEs is an output of sustainable growth. And if we enable sustainable growth of SMEs, then credit will come automatically. So we start with the vision is on how do we actually help the SMEs grow in a sustainable, safe, and compliant way. For that, for example, in India, we created an SME platform called Solve. Solve connects SME buyers and SME sellers on a digital platform on which they can do transactions. They can buy and sell goods, and we provide fulfillment services. By doing that, we are collecting a lot of data, which then is passed on to financial institutions to lend to SMEs in a safe and sustainable way.
Final question, Gautam, 20 seconds. How's your pipeline for Middle East investments in 2025?
The pipeline is looking strong. Last year, we started with 2 businesses. We have about 7. We had no fund. We have a $100 million fund. We are about to launch the SME business, and we are looking for partners who can help us come and co-create new business ideas, which we'll be very happy to talk about and launch in this region.
Gautam Jain of SC Ventures, great talking to you.